I should be live. What is up, everybody? I see some people are already in the chat. Let me turn on performance mode real quick here. Already sent out messages. And we should be good. So what's up, Clay? What's up, Keith? Keith, win it. Jeremiah, I see you. What's going on, man? Glad to see all of you. Oh, got the wrong layout. Switch over here. Get back my little alerts and everything. King Kong, what is up? Good to see you, buddy. All right. Okay, so we should be able to get started right away here without wasting too much time. Don't have anything much to do, and I got a lot of arena grinding to do. Show you guys where I'm at right now before I start. And I already switched into my suicides. So as you can see, there's only one day left. I've got 12.4 million in the 4-star featured. And really, I think that's enough, but we'll see. 1.6 in the 5-star featured, and I'm going to try to get 6 million, a little over 6 million in this arena. Maybe more, we'll see. And eventually, I'm going to start on this 3-star arena, boost up, and just go to town. That won't take me too long. And as much as I love to see it, it is annoying when you're trying to get, stuff done for the Catalyst Clash, which I also want to do, because that's going to take away time that I could have been putting into the other ones. But for this one, I just need one round, really. So even if I have like 7 hours left or so, as long as I have my 5 stars available to me, we're fine. Pedro, what is up? Meister, how you doing? All right, so let's jump on in here to this 5-star featured. I was trying to wait a little bit because I'm uploading my latest Ultron's Assault, the final quest in the final chapter. And I thought it would be done by now, but it's still processing. Got like 3 minutes to go here, but it's already uploaded, so hopefully that's not causing the stream quality to go down. But stream health is not looking good, and of course my CPU is not as high as it was yesterday, but anyway, let's hope it clears up. All right, so because I'm not quite on the infinite streak yet, and I'm on win streak 13, all I've been doing is rotating my 6 stars. I'm going to start in now on my 550s and get those done. Oops, that's not who I wanted. Get those done and then go back to the 5 stars. Or go to the 5 stars, rather, because I haven't used my 5 stars in this arena yet. Clay, congrats. Your alliance is moving on up there. Young, what is up? Yes, I do use suicides for arena usually when I'm going for a champion or if I have a lot to do. It speeds things up so much. So I am running them right now because I need to get about 6 million in this arena. Then I'm going to run over a little bit later on, do the 3-star, get about 1.5 million there. And then, oh boy. And then, before I was so rudely interrupted by this Deadpool, I'm going to have to do the Catalyst Clash. So a lot of stuff, and I don't want to be sitting here doing this forever. I knew that was going to happen. Now I got to sit here and wait for him to do this, and then hope that I can take him out before the bleed. Hopefully this takes him out, otherwise I think that bleed is going to take me out. 2%. Got him. Woo! That was close. I actually thought I was going to lose that one. Very annoying. Smash that like. Yes. Hitting that like helps me out. Thanks, Pedro. Alright, let me try to pay attention here. Guys, let me know if the game volume is okay and all that good stuff. Gotta pay attention a little bit more until I get on the streak, because until then, they're trying to kill me. Claus, what is up? Young says, I noticed you do quick question, best way to spend the least amount of units per dioxide switch? Did you mean suicides? How to spend the least amount of units when you're switching back and forth, you know, from suicides and out of them? Let me know if that's what you meant. Alright, let's get this guy down here. That's right, be kind. Alphas, not the T4 basics. But I need those alphas all the same. I'm working my way through exploring variant. I've already done uncollected 100%. So once I get the variant difficulty done, I'll be able to rank 5 my blade. Oh, dang. I knew that was going to happen. I wasn't paying attention. I knew they were going to get me at least one time on the way up. Not paying attention. I should have just taken him out here. But I didn't. Paid the price. Got clipped because I could have blocked that. But whatever. I'm going to pay attention right now so I can get on the streak, and then I will hit that chat because, as I said earlier, they're going to get me, and they did. But I don't want to lose my streak like Brian Grant lost his streak the other night. That was painful to watch. Lost it on his 6 stars at that, too. Keith, the reason you can't hear her is because she is asleep. She's not on. I told her I was going live, so she may show up. She knows she has to go in the chat and let me know so I can fire up Discord and get her on. Oh boy, he's doing that walking thing. So let's just all stand here and look at each other for a little bit. Okay, there we go. Nope, still walking. And see, when he's doing this, he's not attacking. So I can't even parry him to get the bleed until he attacks. See, he won't attack. Okay, come on. There we go. Finally. And I can't afford to lose this one or else I'll lose the streak. So I had to play his game. Come on. There we go. Very annoying. But yeah, as soon as my sister gets here, if she gets here, because she might not, I heard her talking to my stepsister really late at night. So she might not get here. She might be catching up on her sleep. All right. So we're at win streak 15, so we should be good now all the way up until the actual infinite streak. Yeah, Pedro, she should, but unfortunately, she doesn't always get to control that. She has problems sleeping, so anything can throw her off of her schedule. Like, for all I know, she was up all night and she just managed to get back to sleep. I tried to teach her about priorities, Keith, but she wouldn't listen to me. She gave me a low priority. Now, you would think that as her big brother, I should have the highest priority. But no. Neither one of my sisters. I gets no respect, let me tell you. Yeah, Keith, I noticed that too. I actually just looked up during the fight to see that he wasn't duped, because I actually thought he was duped. And then I looked and went, wait a minute. He's not even duped. What is he evading around like that for? But it is what it is. They try to kill you. All right. Go with you. Keith. Yep, I saw that, Clay. I saw when you said that. That's what I was saying. Congratulations. That your alliance is coming on up. Silver 2. It's awesome. All right, come on. There we go. Pedro says, I feel her pain. 4, maybe 5 hours of sleep a day for me. That's me. Unless I can get a nap in the middle of the day. That's about how much I get, 4 or 5 hours. If my daughter gets up in the middle of the night, I'm done for. Well, I don't know how that feels, Pedro, since I don't have kids. But I can imagine. When my nephew was young, that was when I could feel your pain. He was hyperactive. He had ADHD. Got diagnosed with it and everything. And let me tell you, that was something. Come on, Archangel. I had to fire off my my special 2 because what the computer likes to do, it likes to delay things until I get my special 3 because my special 3 does a lot less damage. So you'll notice, you'll get your special 2 and then you'll see the computer will all of a sudden be a little bit more passive than it usually is. And you'll try to fight him and he'll attack just in time to thwart you from firing off a special 2. He does that with other champions as well, but just something I've noticed. Yeah, you would think I should get lots of respect, but I don't. Joaquim, what is up? And welcome to the Dark Shadows. Clay, you saving your revives? Good idea. I can't wait till I can get back to the variant quest. I'm very close to finishing chapter 1 100%. Got like a couple of paths to go. Still haven't used any units. And I'm probably going to end up opening up the rest of my free crystals. I still have about 200. And after that, I'm going to start using units because I don't want to wait. This is the perfect time. AQ is down. We don't have Alliance War going on right now. So it's all good. Ah, you have 126 units. Keep going. King Kong says, how many times have you actually pulled 5-star Corvus from the crystals? Once. One time. I used a generic gem to awaken him. And I pumped all of my cosmic stones into him. And I have almost 40, I think now, of generic gems. Generic 6 stones, rather. And I'm debating whether to put them into him for prestige, Blade for prestige and for his utility, or put it into my OG Vision so that he can become more useful quicker. And I'm kind of leaning towards OG Vision right now. I have a day to decide before they start expiring on me. You're focusing on the 4-star arena. Milestones only. Awesome. And you have 485,000 points in the 4-star arena. That's a good start. Hold on, let me get this Star-Lord down here. I sure wish I had a 5-star version of that Captain America there. Joaquin says, mate, do you know if I leave my alliance before SA rewards come in, will I lose them? Yes, you will. I believe once you leave the alliance, all rewards that come as an alliance are forfeited. I can guess at the code, just being, you know, my programmy self, but okay, hold on. This Drax is really acting crazy here. We're not about to do this today. Okay, but I can imagine that they don't calculate until they're about to go out. So if they haven't gone out yet, they're not calculated. Then they run a routine that checks, you know, all alliance members, and then it checks the requirements were met, and then it sends out the rewards. So if you are not in that alliance at the time that they check for it, then you don't meet the main requirement, which is to be in that alliance. That's just a guess on my part. But that's what I suspect is how they've coded things. Meister says, maybe variant today on stream? No way, not a chance. I've got enough arena grinding to do. And by the time I get done with the arena, I'm going to be tired. And I'll probably do a little bit more grinding offline. And then I take a break, rest my eyes. And then I may go back into variant and finish that up. And then take another break. But too much to do. And variant right now is permanent content, so it has a low priority. Okay, I thought I... Oh, man. Ah, I tried to intercept him. I figured he had me. Ugh. I hate it. One mistake with Hulk, and that's it. It's all you get. One mistake with him. And I evaded that, but apparently evaded it a little too slow, too early. I don't know, but I still got hit with it. So very annoying. Kyle, what's up, man? Hold on, let me finish off this guillotine because they're acting crazy. I lost with my Omega Red. Shouldn't have happened. Connor says, sup, is Cable worth generic Sig Stones? I don't think so. I wouldn't put generic Sig Stones into Cable myself. Keith, yeah, see, I'm in the same situation. I have those 5-star generics in my overflow. I already had some, they've been in there for a while now because they're about to expire. And then when I finished, what was it, Uncollected, I got like 20 more. So I've got a bunch to use. And I am leaning towards this OG Vision. Kyle says, blade, blade, blade. Yeah. But see, my blade, I mean, it's not a bad thing. He's already over 100 Sig. And the thing with my 5-star OG Vision is that he's not really as useful as he should be because his Sig level is low. He needs to be up there at like 120, 130 Sig. So he gets all of my... Oh, boy. Not paying attention. Come on, hold on. Let me just get this guy down. So he probably needs it more to be useful. The only thing that at this point it'll do for Blade is give me more prestige. You know, yeah, it'll make his heal a little bit more efficient, but honestly, that's not enough of a reason. If I put those stones into him, it'd be because of prestige. Same reason that I would put them into Corvus right now. But OG Vision, out of all of them, probably needs them more. His Sig is very low, and his synthesis is not much. So I'm leaning towards him right now. $210K in SA, Clay. That is not bad. All right, Joaquin. Thank you for stopping by. And good luck on your exam. Clay says, I opened 5 arena crystals and got 15 units. Yeah, it's completely RNG, so any units that I get out of that, I like. All right. One more round of 550s, and then we'll jump over to my 5-stars there. Don't mind losing my 550s because they're not that many points, but I don't want to lose my 5-stars if I can help it. But we're on the infinite streak proper. It's like 17 or 18 win streak, I think, is the infinite streak. But I always go into my 20s when I can. Which is pretty much always. All right, Clay. Take care. Thanks for the like. Guys, let me tell you something. In the variant quest on, what was it? I think it's the first chapter. I think that's the one that's skill, right? against that Ultron boss, I think it was quest either 2 or 3. I forget. But I actually was taking out that boss. I think it's the 3rd one. I'm actually taking out that boss with a 4-star Killmonger. Ah, doggone it. But that's okay. You just made Hulk angry. Yeah, skill mutant. I use my MVP for most of those fights really is my 6-star Winter Soldier with that Killmonger synergy. He is truly a beast in there. But that Killmonger, he's not the best option for it by any means. But I was actually taking that boss out. It's a long fight doing that, for sure. It's the boss that has Electro's animations, whichever boss that is. I think that's the final boss in Chapter 1. But that's the boss I was actually defeating with Killmonger, just continually baiting out special 1s, firing off my special 2s so that I had that little safety of the invulnerability, playing him largely stun immune style, pushing him to his L1, and if I got clipped by it, I was invulnerable, so it didn't hurt. If I accidentally pushed him to his L2 and I didn't evade it properly, invulnerability. So, oh yeah. I was surprised. Saved me some resources because I lost my Winter Soldier early one time during one run, and I actually finished him off with that Killmonger. Hold on, I'll read what you're saying right now, Kyle. As soon as I get this, there we go. Kyle says Vision isn't a bad option as well. Can be used in AW defense and AW attack, maybe.
PM.
He can clear a lot of content of the game content. I'm thinking that's content, as well as with his power control. Basically, the reason that I would use him is because of his double immunities and his power control. He is king of power control, and Magic is queen of power control. Magic doesn't have the double immunities that Vision does. But in order for me to use Vision, he needs to have a decent SIG level as a 5-star. And once I finish Variant, and I'm working hard to try and get that done within the next couple of days, but once I am done with that, I'm going to get those rank up gems. What if I get a tech? If I get a tech, it's going to be Vision all the way. And then I'll be real happy to have those 6 stones into him. So we'll see. All right, what we got here? Let's do it that way. Yeah, let's do that. Keith Winnet says, I just love when people tell every single detail of their account every single day. Who did that, Keith? Aeon Kong, yo, 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 what is up? Woohoo. Come on, get you down real quick. Good to see you, Aeon Kong. I was wondering if you were going to swing by. I know it's late, and you could have been asleep. Ah, Keith. Okay, I know who you're talking about. Well, I mean, he's excited about the stuff, you know. want to let me know. It's all good. I don't mind. I don't mind. But we're finally into the 5 stars. So it's already 2 o'clock, which means these 5 stars are going to start coming off of cooldown at 9 o'clock tonight. And if I don't start, and I'm going to start doing that because I will fall asleep if I wait too late. So at about 9 o'clock, I'm going to start getting them back on cooldown. That way, depending on how far I get in, if I do fall asleep, I won't have missed out on an entire round. Okay, Nightcrawler, calm down. There we go. Kyle says, who would you take to R5? Duped Magic, AA unduped, or Domino duped? The way I grind arena for Domino. Out of those 3, I would probably go Domino, personally. I did take AA up to rank 4 unduped, but I would not take AA to rank 5. Unduped or duped, for that matter. As much as I love him, I don't like how the game's direction has gone, but he is still a beast for questing, a lot of questing, but I'm done with a lot of my questing content, so it will mostly be the monthlies or, you know, Act 6 when it comes out. But at this point in time, I wouldn't take him up to rank 5 at all. So it would be between Magic and Domino. And Magic, as good as Magic is, she's definitely an option. There's some people that really like her. I need to play with her a little bit more. I think she does much better when you have Mystic Dispersion. So she's definitely an option for taking up to rank 5. But I would do Domino. Especially if you haven't completed Labyrinth of Legends yet. She is an option for Labyrinth of Legends. Yeah, Aeon Kong, I know you go to sleep very late, but you may have dropped off. You may have had a hard day and just dozed off. It happens. I wish they would fix this. I really, really do. I had to scroll down there to select him because it always defaults to the top guy, no matter whether they're available or not. So even though I had the 5-star available, there's no way that I could just grab it from there. All right, let's see. Wasp and Ghost. Let's do that. And I do want this Ghost. When she comes to Arena, definitely going for her, and she's definitely going up to 550. No question about it. Keith says not AA since he isn't duped. AA does what he needs to do at rank 4, so no need for rank 5. Yeah, exactly. Oh, I hate when my parry just doesn't go and I just start getting hit in the face instead. Very annoying. Okay. That was fun. The argument to take... Oh, wait. Brune says, dang, bro, I'm the last subscriber from 2 days. Brune, this doesn't update if it's not actually live, I don't believe. So anybody that subscribed when I was not online and monitoring it, it wouldn't register them. Woohoo! Archangel versus Archangel, and you look at the damage he did because I wasn't paying attention, and I'm running suicide, so he got a neurotoxin on me very quickly. Very dangerous fighting Archangel with suicides on, unless you have someone who is immune. But Keith Winnett says the argument to take Magic to rank 5 is she needs more attack. Domino needs less, but depends on what you need to do. True. It really does. All right, so what was that? I heard a notification of some sort. Haha, just subscribed. Avish just subscribed to me. Yep, see? They have to be online. I mean, I have to be online, and they have to have that information public. They have to let people see their subscribers. If they don't, then it won't notify me at all. But I've actually been growing a little bit in subscribers. I'm surprised. I guess I'm not as boring as I thought. Where's my sister? She'd be happy to tell me that I am exactly as boring as I thought. And then some. But yeah, Keith Winnett makes a good point. Domino does need it less than Magic does. So it does depend on what you're wanting to do. I wouldn't take Magic into Labyrinth of Legends to clear that content. So just depends on what you want to do. All right, had to get her down. Havish, thanks for the subscription. Havish says, I got 5 stars Stark Spidey from completing Act 5. Ooh. Hold on for a moment. They're putting opponents that if I take my eyes off of them, they'll wreck me. All right, you got a 5-star Spidey from completing Act 5. Should I use a generic to awaken him? Sakabala? That's a good one. I don't know. I mean, it's not going to hurt, but the thing is, Stark Spidey is good whether he is awakened or not. His awakened ability gives him more damage. But even without having him awakened, you can still take him and do 100% Labyrinth of Legends with Starkey unawakened. So, depends on how much love you have for the Starkey there. If you're planning on taking him to rank 5 and you want to, you know, put that into him for prestige, I'd probably say don't do that because his prestige is not all that great. So I don't know if, as much as I love Starkey, he was my first rank 5, but I never used a gem on him. I just duped him and then duped him again and again and again. I'm not joking. I duped him like 4 or 5 times. He is now Sig 200. But I don't think I would use a generic on him. But I never needed to make that decision. So, yeah, I don't think that would be the best use of your generic. There are other champions that really need to be awakened to be viable. And that's usually who you want to save your generic for. All right, let's get this crossbones down here. All right. Kyle says, yeah, I was also thinking Domino because of her damage output. Insane special too. You are not kidding. Took my eyes off of her during one fight. She got lucky. Hit me with that special 2. I went from full health to no health. And that was all she wrote. Aeon Kong says, at last I opened half suicides from the Mastery Core offer. Awesome. I actually made use of that offer as well. I think I unlocked the final level of Resonate. Unlocked, what else did I unlock? Unfazed, I think. I unlocked Unfazed, and there was another one. Oops. That's not who I wanted. Didn't use the cores, but that tech collar, I used that because in Variant, I was dealing with power gain, and every little bit helped. Anything I could do to, retard their power gain seemed to be worth it to me. Ah, you got Spider-Gwen, Aeon Kong? Was she new at least? If it was a new Spider-Gwen, it's not so bad. I don't have Spider-Gwen yet as a 5-star. And I actually do want her. Crazy as that sounds, I do want her. When I got her finally as a 4-star, I was going to actually take her to 550. Avish says, love the content, Lord Shadow. Thank you. Finn says, I wouldn't use a generic to awaken a defender. I'm not sure who you mean. Oh, he said Spidey? Well, I am trying to glance up and read and play at the same time. I thought I saw a Stark Spidey in his question. But if it's just classic Spidey, then absolutely not. I would not use a generic on him. But again, regardless of who it is, I wouldn't use a generic on him. Okay. Kyle said it is Stark Spidey. Okay, yeah, I thought that's what he said. Ah, yeah, Avish confirmed it. The only Spidey that matters, yeah. I still wouldn't use a generic on him, honestly. Keith says, a new Spider-Gwen hurts just as bad. I pulled her over the weekend. Well, if I get a new Spider-Gwen, if I pull Spider-Gwen in my next opening, I'm going to be happy. And I'll just say, forget all of y'all. Because I don't know. I like Spider-Gwen. I thought she was cute. And I thought that her animations, her special animations were just, I don't know. They just made me laugh. Don't know. It's not always about, how well they fight or anything like that. I would love to see her revamped. Get rid of that special one. I don't think, is there anyone else in the game that special one doesn't do any damage at all? I'm trying to think about someone who's special one. They have lame special ones, but I'm thinking everybody's special one is capable of doing damage, except hers. So if they changed her special one, and it wouldn't even take that much to give her a nice little boost. Change the special one so that it does, some kind of attack or damage. Doesn't even have to be a lot. And as a side effect, it does what the special one does now. So she gets that crazy evade. That's all they would need to do for her. And she would be a lot better than she is now. And obviously if they really bumped up her damage, it'd be even better. But that's really it. That's all she would need. Come on, Storm. There we go. All right. Okay, so it was your first Spider-Gwen, Aeon Kong. And she said, I hope in your next 5 to 6 star opening, you will get only 5-star Spider-Gwen and nothing else. Now, see, why you got to be like that, Aeon Kong? But you know what? The first time I get her, I'll like it. I will actually love getting her one time. Now, the rest of that stuff that you're talking, I don't know about all that. I don't want to keep on getting her. One time is good enough. Add her to my stable. Take her up to rank 2. And have myself a ball with her in Arena. Who knows, I might just make a video and take her into a quest or something. Just because. Kyle says, my last 3 pulls were Kamala Khan. Ouch. Kamala Khan's another one that is not too terribly bad, but I wouldn't want to pull her that many times, that's for sure. Yes, Keith, I am weird. Just ask my sister. Heck, I like champions at a time when they were not good at all. You know, Luke Cage, everybody was talking about him. I liked fighting with him. I just did. It was fun. Colossus and Falcon, I died on the spot. Ouch. I remember using Colossus to help me through some content. He was an early bleed immune champion that I had. So he was actually really useful. Imagine you find Spider-Gwen in an unblockable special 1. Actually, Aeon Kong, there is a Spider-Gwen that is on an unblockable special 1. We think that was Kabam's little joke. I'm trying to remember where she was, but there is content where she was on an unblockable special 1. It might actually be in one of the acts. But I do remember that. That was a real thing in the game. And I saw it and I almost died because I was laughing so hard. I was like, unblockable 1. I said, wait, what? And I just started cracking up. Every time she fired it off while I was fighting her and I saw the unblockable pop up, I would start laughing. Some alliances do it as a joke. Yeah, I mean, that is... It's one way to get you down. I laugh so hard I can't fight right. Although I will say this. If she spams that special 1, especially if she's like on a Bane node, that can be really annoying. To fight her on a Bane node. And imagine fighting her on a stun immune Bane node with a unblockable special 1 with a bias to a special 1. I don't think too many people would be laughing then. That joke would become a real serious real fast. Seaton did ROL with Spider-Gwen. I don't doubt it. She's not that bad. I know people don't like her. You know, she's not that good either, but she's not that bad. And see, this guy here, a lot of people don't like him. I took him to rank 3 because I enjoy fighting with him. And I actually watched someone take out Red Hulk using Taskmaster in a Labyrinth of Legends. Yeah, Seaton be crazy sometimes. I'm not trying to fight, you know, longer fights. I hate long fights. So I'm not doing those kind of challenges. But I do remember watching Seaton do his 3-star challenge with a lot of the content. And it was inspiring. because at the time I was watching it, I was definitely not anywhere near his skill level. And anytime I would get discouraged and think the content was too difficult, he'd come out with a 3-star challenge. And I'm like, okay, I've got a bunch of 550s and I'm struggling. I'm not able to do this content. And he's clearing it with 3 stars. So it's not the content, it's my skills. I got to bring my skills up. And I did. And I actually did a 3-star challenge one time just because people were like, oh, sure, you're going through this content with, you know, rank 5 stars, or rank 4 5 stars, or you have, you know, Stark Spidey, you know, all these really good champions, sure. But the rest of us don't have that. And I tell them, I'm not trying to show off. I'm just trying to get through the content and show you guys the content. This is not an instructional video on how to, you know, clear this content. Why wouldn't I use my best guys? But I let them talk me into it, and I went ahead and did a 3-star challenge of that same content that they were talking about. You can find it on my channel. And I did it, and then I told them I'm not going to ever do that again. It was so boring, it wasn't even funny. I don't like long fights, and that made the fights even longer, making it more difficult for no reason at all. No thank you. I'm not a thrill seeker like that. Vinicius, what's up? And welcome to the shadows. Peter, Paul, and Mary, you have 30 million gold. Do I? I must have saved my pennies. But don't worry, there's still a gold shortage. Everybody tells me that. There's a serious gold problem in the game. A shortage of gold. I've had it confirmed by many, many players. Hold on, this guy likes to flip around. Okay, that was me. I let my finger off the block, but he walked into my fists. Seaton killed LOL Red Hulk with Hulkbuster's one hit. Yeah, see, I'm not trying to do all that. Kyle says, drop them likes, people. Yeah, everybody, drop a like. It helps me out. But more importantly, it lets me know that I'm appreciated. In fact, there is someone who drops by and likes to drop dislikes on my videos, and even he shows me that I'm appreciated. In fact, I don't think it really does anything as far as YouTube goes. I think all they do is count up the likes, and that's used. The more likes you have, the more promoted your video. Dislikes just don't get counted at all. But there's still attention. So, you know, whether you're getting dislikes or likes, it still means that people are stopping by and they're taking the time out to vote on this content. So it actually helps out regardless. The worst thing that somebody who really, really doesn't like my content could do is just to ignore it all. Amel, what is up? Thanks for stopping by. And welcome to the shadows. So here's a question for you guys. Now this was before my time, so it's probably before all of your time as well. But do you guys remember a radio show and a hero called The Shadow? Now, you don't have to be old as the hills, because they actually did a movie about him. You know, I don't remember when it was, but it was well after the radio show was gone. I learned about him from my dad, because my dad used to not watch, but listen to him on the radio. Keith Winnett knows. And see, that's what I was actually sort of imitating when I'm like, welcome to the shadows. In the back of my mind, I was thinking, who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men? The shadow knows. And I remember just listening to that. I think my dad bought all the cassette tapes. He had the whole series on cassette tape. And there I was with a, Walkman. So I listened to him. My mom remembers him as well, of course. And I did watch the movie. And it was okay. I think they could have done a whole lot better than they did, though. That's a good saying, Keith. Keith says, I used to say on my live streams that in order for someone to hate me, they first have to notice me. And that is absolutely true. Whether they're disliking or liking, they're still giving you attention. And just like a ADD child that seeks attention, any attention, positive attention, negative attention, doesn't matter. It's still attention. Pedro says that was when you had live radio shows. My grandfather would twill me about that show. Exactly. And see, because I'm, a bit older, it wasn't my grandfather, it was just my father. But my father would most likely be your grandfather's age now. He would be in his 70s if he was still alive. All right, Aeon Kong, thanks for stopping by again. And take care. Sleep tight. And hope the bed bugs don't bite. And if they do, well, you're going to have to get all new bedding and everything. I've never had to deal with that, thankfully. I've heard horror stories. But as many roaches as you had to deal with in New York, in the Bronx, I never had to deal with bed bugs. Yeah, Keith Winnett, The Lone Ranger was also a radio show before television. That was another one my dad bought on cassette tape. And see, these collections cost money back then. Unfortunately, when my father passed away, some of his things, shall we say, turned up missing. He used to be the owner of several gospel groups, young gospel groups. And unfortunately, just like, if you ever watch the Five Heartbeats or any one of those shows, you know that these are real people, and a lot of times, they have a talent, but they're being rescued. My dad was rescuing a lot of them from, off the streets. So you had some that had, some drug addictions and that sort of thing. And so we believe that when he passed away, some of them went and grabbed a lot of his stuff because they were always in the house, because that's where they practiced, grabbed a lot of his stuff and sold it for drugs. Hold on. Yeah, a lot of TV shows did start on radio. And see, I got to hear a lot of that from my mom and my dad, because that's what they used to do. My mom would tell me stories about how they would, the family would huddle around the radio. And it was like story time, really. Because I remember, having my mom read to, me and my sister. And that's pretty much what it was. You had shows, and they would have sound effects and everything. I still listen to them, on cassette tape. My dad bought some, like I said, but a little later on, I got access to a few shows as well that I would listen to. I'm trying to remember what they were, but yeah. Oh, I might have to look at that later, Keith. I wouldn't be able to go to it now. But what is the link? What is that link? Is that the shadow? Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men? King Kong. Wait, are you the King Kong that was here earlier? Did you change your name? Or are you a different King Kong? But King Kong says, hey, Shadow, are you moving up to Omni Main Alliance? They need help. Drop to Goal 1. King Kong, that situation, I don't know that I can talk about that right now. There's a bit of drama going on there. Just as of yesterday, I was alluding to big change for my alliance coming, and I was going to tell everyone in the next alliance war, and I'll probably talk just briefly about it, not going into detail, but the big change is not gonna happen now. The change was going to be that we were going to swap. We were going to shift. We were going to join Omni, and Omni was going to join Omni 2, because through no fault of their own, they missed some wars. The matchmaking system just sucks. So, through no fault of their own, they were going to have a really bad season. So, my understanding was that it was going to be a swap that would help both of us out. They would have a chance to, get back into Masters, or at least high Platinum. And we would be in an alliance, we would be fighting Master level alliances, but even if we lost a lot, we should still end up in Platinum. So it was, something that would help both of us out, and we would get good experience. And I was going to switch my path to try out some new paths during that time. But I found out just yesterday that wasn't going to happen. That apparently that was not the plan. It may have been told that way to my alliance leader. I do not know. I only have what I'm being told. So, yeah. That situation is still in the making, so I don't know what's going to happen, what's going on, but at least for now, no, I don't think I'll be going to Omni. Don't think I'm Omni material, to be honest with you. My account needs some love and needs some more growth. And so do I. Well, Kong, there's someone else in the chat whose name is King Kong. I just call him King Kong because his name is long and there's a bunch of other letters behind it. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, okay. His name is King Kong V-Strex. And so I was just wondering if you were him, and just changed your name. But if you do an, tag him at, and then do KING, you'll see who I'm talking about. Get this Omega Red down. Come on. Man, I'm surprised my voice isn't all kinds of dry right now, because just earlier today, I edited my final chapter, my final quest in the variant difficulty, and it was like 40 minutes, and I narrated all of that. I was so tempted to just speed a whole bunch of stuff up and not narrate any of it, but I said, no, let me just go ahead and they can watch the fights if they want to watch the fights and that sort of a thing. But that was a long time to be talking. And then come and do a stream. All right. Keith says Fay Ray was the actress who played the girl King Kong took to the top of... Oh, okay. King Kong says, laughing out loud. Okay, no, my profile is King Kong 66 in the game. Okay. Fair enough. Had a great sarcasm, she did. Oh, stiletto. Oh, sure, you come by now. You done woke, huh? Let me finish this fight. If I lose, I'm blaming you. Because I've been doing fine. Haven't lost. See? There we go. Look at that. Look at that. As soon as she came, I lost my first 5-star match. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? I'm telling you, my sister, bad luck. Look at that. All right. Let me load up here. Okay. If you want to jump on, Miss Bad Luck Betty. I turned on Discord for you. Oh, it's too late now, Stiletto. You already done got me killed. May as well get on. Your fans have been waiting for you, asking about you. Poor Gwenpool. She could have won that fight. Keith Winnett is singing New Kids on the Block over there for you. Please don't go, girl. It will ruin my whole world. I love you. I guess I always will. Well, that's okay. If she doesn't get on, I can just start talking about her. It's all good. So you're not going to get on, Stiletto? Let me think about some stories from our youth that I can tell. I'm thinking of a closet. Oh, you were singing the other one? Which other one, Keith? Clay says, I'm still working on 100% on Heroic 3.2. Keep at it, buddy. You get there. Yep, it's all set up for her if she wants to jump on. And I may start having other people jump on as well. We'll see. It's all set up for that. I just haven't... Ooh. I hate when he goes unblockable. But she just jumped on. I heard the notification. She just ain't saying nothing yet. There we go. They were asking about you from the time I started. And you know Keith misses you when you're not here.
You ain't calling me bad luck. You were losing from before.
No, I wasn't. I hadn't lost a single 5-star match. As soon as you arrived, that was the first one. And it was Gwenpool at that. Gwenpool wrecks folk.
I'm doing fine, Keith.
Yeah, she wrecking my world. That's what she's doing. So she's doing just fine.
I'm talking to you.
KWS, I think. Oh, wait. What was that one?
Hey, Vinicius.
You have to remind me, Keith, what that one was. Shamoy. What'd you say? Okay, nothing. Shamoy says, hi, is Changing Mastery still free? I know it was as of yesterday. No, it's no longer free. It wasn't free yesterday. It stopped sometime yesterday. Sad day, because it was a lot of fun being able to switch my masteries around for free. I switched out of Suicides to do the variant content. And then I switched into Suicides when I wanted to do Arena. It was fun.
Keith Finette says maybe you just stuck with Gwenpool.
Nope, that's not it.
I think Keith Finette's pretty good.
I think Keith has a little bit of brown on his nose.
Whatever.
Would you like a tissue?
Whatever.
Mm-hmm. I've noticed that. I noticed a little brown on Keith's nose, and I noticed a smile on my sister's face.
You're not even looking at me.
I can hear you smiling. You know that was good. I can actually hear the smile in your voice. Getting your composure back, are you?
Actually, I'm looking to see what this... So I got 2 things. Oh, it's just telling me the new events.
Oh, okay. Clay wants to know how much longer I'm streaming. Not that much longer. You see, it's been 1 hour and 14 minutes, and I'm blazing through my 5 stars. Already went through my 550s. Love Suicides. But I have a lot to do. So even after I get done, that's why I switched into Suicides. Even after I get done here, I'm going to start on the Um, start on the 3-star arena. And I might even show you guys a little bit of how I do it, because I never go through all my 3 stars. I go until I can't stand it anymore. All right, Clay, take care. Ha! Keith ain't worried about having a little brown on his nose. All right. It's all good. Get that nice brown. My sister has a beautiful smile on her face.
Whatever.
Your efforts apparently are quite appreciated.
Benicia says your iPhone or iPad is not getting too hot. Mine, when I do a 13 rounds of arena, starts to freeze. Then I restart the game.
It does get a little warm when I'm mirroring and all that good stuff. But it tends to crash on me periodically. It hasn't done it yet, but it'll get slower and slower, and then boom. But it takes a while for that to happen. What iOS are you running? Because I'm running 12, and I was running 12 beta before 12 was out when everybody was running 11. And that seemed to help a lot. And I think iLack Skills had a guide to help out with some settings that might help folks out. But I'm not sure. I don't remember. Ooh, Clay is doing energy refill giveaways, guys.
Once he hits
100 subs. So go ahead. Sub to his channel. Alright, Magic. You and your limbo. You need to calm down with all that limbo stuff. I just had to fight a Magic that I just had to brute force her down in the variant quest.
You use brute force on Magic?
I sure did. She kept taking me out with that limbo. It was ugly. Fisticuffs. So no buffs or debuffs, but she can sure get her limbo because it's not a buff or a debuff. I think it was cornered as well, so even if you did manage to get a bleed on her afterwards, it wouldn't help too much. But that's okay. I got her down. Took a few revives, but I got her down.
Poor Magic.
Magic wears leather. She likes brute force. There you go, Keith. That's what I'm talking about.
Either she likes brute force or she likes doing brute force. You never know.
Well, that's what he's saying. Brute force.
But it's
both
different
ways.
between receiving it or giving it.
There is a difference. But if she likes brute force, she likes brute force. She may do either or both. You don't know.
It's true. I have a feeling, though, that she doesn't like receiving it.
Yeah. Okay, so here's a...
That's a secret Keith one at.
This one is a little bit dicey because I only have one 5-star left, and it's a rank 2. And I don't have any of my 550s left, but I do want to get him on cooldown and get those points. So I need to be careful who I choose, and if they don't throw their specials, if I get a death match, I need to choose folks that are going to be able to get through it anyway. Star-Lord, no. Let's do this vision. And let's see. Okay, no deathmatch. Good. So we're good. Get my 5-star out of the way. Oh, my sister is rough and tough, Keith. I didn't have a brother, so I had to make do. She's rough and tough with her afro puffs. Hey, rock on with her bad self.
Whatever. Sweet.
She's sweet until you cross her. That's how it should be.
And don't even start mentioning about me making children cry.
Oh, she will step on a child.
That kid had it coming.
My sister will step on kids. We'll be out in the middle of the supermarket.
You know what? No. Those children, and I'm not stepping on them to be mean.
Her face says otherwise, guys. She'll be pushing the shopping cart or something like that. And a kid will be running around, dart out. And she'll get this look on her face. And
only you have seen.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I've seen the look. And she will try to run them over.
This supposed look.
She'll try to run them over, guys. I'm telling you. She has this look like they should have been on a leash in the first place. Vroom.
I'm just saying, if they're that far from their mama.
See?
And they need to know that traffic isn't only cars.
She'll try to run them over with her cart. Basically, if they dart out in front, she's not going to stop. And when she gets that look on her face, she actually speeds up a little bit.
I do not.
Uh-huh. I've watched her, guys. I have watched her.
I do not speed up.
Mm-hmm.
I will not stop, but I do not speed up.
Mm-hmm. And she doesn't need a cart either, by the way. If she's walking, she'll step on them. I've seen her do it.
Okay, look. First of all,
notice she's not denying it.
When you're that tiny, they're too big for me to stop suddenly. I don't do well with sudden stops. Why should I risk twisting my ankle and like breaking my bones because they and their family don't have the sense to keep around themselves?
Hear that? That is her justification for stomping on kids and running them over with shopping carts. You heard it here first, folks.
Hey, I don't just limit it to children.
And what's that sign say on your door? The door to your bedroom? Please tell us again what that sign says.
Anyway.
Oh wait, why don't you tell us? How come you being quiet?
I don't remember what the sign
Oh,
said.
You don't remember? Do I need to go take a picture of it and pop it up here on the stream?
I don't remember what the sign says. So.
Hold on, let me go get a picture of it.
That's why.
I know it'll disappear before I can do it.
No, it won't disappear.
Mm-hmm.
What? No, Keith, what it says is, pets are welcome. Children must be leashed.
There you go. And let me tell you, my I guess it would be my nephew, wouldn't it? Would CJ be my nephew or my cousin? Nephew,
your
right?
nephew.
That's what I thought.
Because she's your sister.
Yeah, step-sister, step-nephew. That always confuses me. But anyway, Uh, my little nephew came over one time, and my sister was in her room. And when she heard that he was here, she came stomping out her room and he ran. Now, here's the funny thing. My sister, from her room, when she heard he was there, knew exactly where he was going. We have a little bookcase that has a lot of little figurines and things on it, you know, perfect to attract.
Delicate
Yeah, delicate things.
figurine.
Perfect for a rambunctious child to go grab and play with. And
And
so,
break.
and break. And so she came out of that room, headed straight over there, and that is exactly where he was. He took one look at her and ran, hid behind a couch and in front of me, and just watched her. And she gathered up all of the stuff and then went right back in her room. And that was the only time he came from behind that couch. He put that couch between him and her so fast. Kids know.
Oh, for crying out loud. He knew he was doing something he wasn't supposed to be doing.
No, Vinicius. Chitara is just Keith Winnett's nickname for my sister.
I did, Keith. Thank you. And the
All right.
reason why he ran and hid is because he knew he was doing what he wasn't supposed to be doing. He wasn't supposed to be touching that stuff.
Oh, I don't doubt that. But he also ran out of fear. The fear of Stiletto Green. He feared that she would take a stiletto to him.
He should have run.
You see? See, my sister has a look on her face that she can get. Kids know. Now, the thing is, the poor kids in the supermarket, they don't get to see her face because she runs into them from behind.
The time is
But
3 o'clock
if
p.m.
they did see her face, they get out of the way. Most people do. If they see it. But
Are you gonna go on about the people who don't check my groceries next?
don't check your groceries. What you mean?
With the receipt and everything? You say it's because of my face?
Oh, when we're leaving Walmart. And it's not just me. Your mother says the same thing. Point to the lie. We'll be going out of Walmart with a cart full of food. And, you know, sometimes they check it, sometimes they don't. But I've noticed that when my sister is with us, they'll either not check it, or if I'm the one pushing the cart, they will bypass her with a sigh of relief, it looks like, and come over to me to check my receipt. But when she's pushing the cart, they don't ask her nothing. They take one look at her face and say, "Thank you, come again." Yeah, I wanted to know that too, Keith. Vinicia said, "Is it blonde?" What is blonde? Not sure what you're asking. Oh, Thundercats, Chitara. Well, she was the only woman.
She wasn't blonde.
Yeah, she was like red hair, something like
And
that.
she wasn't the only woman. Everyone always forgets about Wiley Kit. What is wrong with you people?
Wiley Kit was not a woman.
Yes, she was.
Kinda, sorta. That's why we don't think of her that way. She didn't look like a woman, but
And she
Chitara
acted
did.
like a child. but
Exactly.
they
She
were
looked
adults.
like a child and acted like a child. When they did the remake, they actually explained the lore because Lion-O, as big as he was an actual kid,
Mm-hmm.
and they actually explained that in the remake. So yeah, I do know that, but She looked like a kid. She acted like a kid. So Chitara, when I describe her to people, they don't know all of that. So all that kind of detail doesn't help them identify Chitara. So when I say Chitara is the only woman there, they'll know who I'm talking about.
It's because she had boobs.
Okay. And she was also more physically mature than the others. So, yeah. That'll let them know exactly who she is. Yeah, Keith Winnett dropping them links. I can't check them out. My sister could, though. All right, so...
While you're smearing my name and saying how I have such a horrible face.
What about it? Sorry, I missed the point you had there. Or was there one?
Mm-hmm. Just
I was just saying.
trash about your poor sister.
Yep. But no, I was just saying you could look them up if you wanted to. I wasn't asking you to.
Keith Winnett, Lord Shadow is smearing my name. I have you know, for some strange reason, children love me.
Not the ones that have the skid marks in their backs.
Those are bad children.
Oh, I see. Kids weren't doing nothing but being kids. They didn't need your footprints in their back or the skid marks of the cart.
They were on their way to being on the back of a milk carton is what they were.
Mm-hmm.
You'll note when we went to the International Farmers Market, didn't have that problem.
That was a horrible, horrible, horrible day.
Oh, for crying out loud.
And like I said, I've gone there other days. So I know it's not always that way. Yeah, what Keith said, Vinicius. Blonde equals yellow hair. Yeah, we know what blonde is.
Blonde with an E is a female with yellow hair. People don't know that.
Woo-hoo-hoo. I remember a comic strip called Blondie with an I-E, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I've already started on the 3-star arena because I'm going to get the 3-star Nighthawk here. So let me open up my crystals, my boosts. I got on the 5 win streak. And you can see my arena boosts. I usually open up about 100 of them. And then I just do it until I can't stand it anymore. But this is the only...
They actually had a series, a short-lived series.
For...
Blondie.
Oh.
Not an animated one, like an actual sitcom.
Oh, didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So opened up, about 100 or so. Yeah, 110. And that's really all I need to hit over 1 million. And I'll do a few of them just to show you guys, but I need to go get a few other things done here. Oh, whoops. But here's what I'll do just to make my life easier, because all my 3 stars are maxed out except for Aegon that you saw, because he's new, and I'm just waiting for a level up event. I usually try to save my 3 stars so I can get the milestones. But here's what I'll do. I'll Come on. I'll hit, use the items. And you see I have 5. Of course, I'm going to have max of most of them. But I'll use the cosmics here since it's the first one that I came to. And I'll filter. And I'll just use all 5 of these. And I learned my lesson. Do not use a ton of them in advance, because that's when something is going to happen. I use like about 10 of them thinking that I'll be able to get through it, and then the servers had a problem and ended up wasting them. So now I do it 3 at a time. Once I'm done with the cosmics, I'll just move on to the next. And once I'm actually done with all of them, then I'll go to my overflow, claim them, wash, rinse, and repeat. No. Get him down. Yeah, with Dagwood as the husband. I remember Dagwood. Be kind. Check my Alliance War rating. I don't know. I'll check it later. Alright, but you guys can see the points that I get for boosting up. And that's pretty much it. I'll just go through here. Got 2 left. So I'll just use that. Whoops. Use this arena boost here. And then I'll switch and go up to my science and do the same thing with them until I've gone through all the classes and used up all of the arena boosts for all the classes, and then I'll go claim them from the stash or the overflow. And it's not helping that we're having those network issues there. Not helping at all. Man, I want a 5-star Carnage. I want a 5-star Venom, too. Carnage or Venom would be nice to have. Oh, Keith is getting caffeine. But I'm about to be done here. Like I said, I need to get some things done. I'll probably do some live streaming. I mean, not live streaming. I'll do arena offline. Oh boy. Okay, good. That took him out. Be kind. There might be something wrong with the Alliance rating. It won't be the first time that Kabam has messed up with the Alliance War stuff. Don't know.
Old enough to know better.
Vinicius, we have answered that question before, several times, in fact. Take a look at our previous streams. We seem to get asked that question regularly now. All right. Gotta get some stuff done, and my eyes need a little break anyway. Let's see what we got down here. All right, class specialist. Yep. Usual solo event. Cosmic. I do have time to finish the cosmic combat off. I don't know if I will. I kind of hate getting interrupted when I'm doing content. So I do need to activate my new replacement phone here. But that's going to do it, guys. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you for hanging out with me and making my grind that much nicer, because it's always nicer when you are doing other stuff, talking to people, chatting it up, that sort of thing. But I do plan to stream again tomorrow around the same time. So look forward to that. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I think whenever the new arena goes live, I'll try to time it where I'm going live as well with the new arena. The next arena doesn't have anyone that I really want, so I'll just be hitting milestones, and I'll be hitting like 12, 13 million in the 5-star feature. But all right, guys, take care, and you guys have a blessed day.
Bye-bye, guys.